ask yourself if a 35-cent increase in your wage would go anywhere to compensating you for the cost of inflation over the past couple of years. I think we could all agree that.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't cut it. We have like rising cost of housing, rising food costs, while corporations are raking in increasing profits all the time. And you've got like, well, if there's no cap on rent, then how can there be a cap on like wage, right? Like how can you ever say like how can you separate the housing crisis that everybody's talking about, that the federal government is now putting money into developing new housing to alleviate, and how do you separate that from like the wage that we're making as workers? It's absurd.
Yeah.
I don't know how people separate the two. It seems like I don't know. I do okay because I work in the oil industry, and I often talk to the guys that I work with, and I'll bring it up to them and I'll say like, how do you think somebody who's working on making minimum wage survives? And nobody can figure it out because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But
no, and it's a growing problem, as we all know, and minimum wage isn't a silver bullet by any measure.
Right.
It can help, but as you sort of say, right, like the cost of housing, you can't have sort of like if you raise the minimum wage and then if landlords are just like, oh, everyone got a raise, so I can raise my rent, then it just completely cancels it out. So you have to have some form of rent control or rent stabilization to ensure that those essential costs aren't also rising as your wage is rising.